Winnie come. All right, we are back live. The third stop of the GoPro IBA World Tour, the Arica Chilean Challenge, presented by Municipalidad de Arica and Tomate's Surf Shop. You got everything hooked up for you. Yeah. We do have in the booth with me none other than Jake Stone. How you going, Jake?
How you going, mate? Yeah, good. Just had my my heat, got through.
I saw that you in the second round you advanced to the heat. You were in a good position throughout the entire time. But we were talking about is I don't really think that you were too happy with that, because I know that you're really looking to do some real progressive and high risk maneuvers, and it wasn't really there for you in that heat, was it?
Yeah, for sure. It was just pretty annoying out there, to be honest. It was just real big sets, and couldn't really. I just wanted to get some some bigger kind of barrels and stuff, but I really just didn't end up coming through. So
well,
maybe next heat.
I guess there's good news and bad news. The bad news is you weren't able to do some of the tricks that you wanted to. Yeah. But the good news is you made it through the heat and you survived to compete in a little bit. You're going to be in the water later on. You're going to be competing against Johan Florentine as well as Ben Player, and these waves are certainly a different animal than it was yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's some big ones out there. I ended up getting caught inside, actually, and I was freaking out because it was just keeping me in there.
Yeah, when the announcer was talking to you, telling you to stay in the channel and all that stuff. So tell us about that experience.
Oh, yeah, it was a bit freaky. Yeah, it was just as big as probably like 10-foot sets out the back, and I was just trying to stay in the channel so I didn't get washed up the rocks. So I think we've all been there when we've surfed here, though. It's pretty sketchy like that.
Well, explain to, even when you're competing with and against the best bodyboarders in the world, that the waves and the surf spots that are on the IBA World Tour are some heavy spots, and this is a heavy wave, and at this size, it's serious business out there. And not only are you competing against the other riders, but you're also competing against the elements, and it's about being in the right place, the right time, and survival, and making sure your equipment's okay. Riders having leashes break, stuff like that. I mean, it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Here goes yellow.
This is Magno Passos, the Brazilian,
Magno.
and we know that he is willing to lay it on the line. Boom!
Big roll.
Huge roll for Magno.
And I think they'll count that as a make. I mean, he was pretty.
Amaury Laverne, remember, he did win the South Coast event in south of Cayama.
Oh, that was sick.
Our South Coast Crusade winner, Amaury, doing a great job at our secret spot on the last day and throwing a nice little invert there. I mean, I'm sure he would have liked to have more than one maneuver, but a decent score. I mean, like I said, we were just talking about it. These guys you're not only competing out there against the other rider, but it's survival. So to get a clean wave, an open face wave, and do just one maneuver is a small victory.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at this huge roll from Magno, punching through a big lip right there and landing out in front of the whitewater. Man, looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, I think they'll count that as a make. I mean, he was pretty clean. And then Amaury just backing up straight after it. So that's pretty cool.
Tell me this, Jake. Who are some of the favorites in your mind? I mean, I know in my mind who I think are guys who I expect to see in the finals and semifinals, but what do you think?
Oh, well, yeah, it depends on the conditions, really. But, everyone in the top 16 really surf really well. So, but, yeah, if I had to put money on it, but, Ben Player's always a pick. Amaury, he goes Amaury with a nice invert.
Nice replay there on the
Amaury,
invert.
he always surfs really good in this competition. So it's him as well, and there's always Hub. I don't like to point fingers at who's going to win because you never know. But I don't know.
Well, you didn't have to give us such a politically correct answer. I'm telling you right now. I was really impressed with Guilherme Tamega yesterday. I mean, he is just relentless, catching so many waves, and he's fearless with these rocks.
Yeah.
And of course, the other guy who's always done so well here, Dave Winchester. I mean, he's hurting feelings out there. It almost seems like guys are fighting for second place. As we see a replay of our rider, Renato Arellano, the Chilean. Nice little cutback on the inside, setting up for a little roll. Doesn't quite do it, though.
Yeah, that wave did not do nothing. I know, I get ya. Yeah, well, Tamega's crazy out there, especially when it's bigger. He'll push the limits more than anyone, I reckon. Everyone would have seen that roll a year ago or 2 years ago, and that was just intense. So, but yeah, I obviously want to see an Aussie win, but yeah, who knows?
Are you willing to throw a roll on the inside like GT has?
Yeah. Oh, in the final, who knows? Who knows what could happen? I don't know. That's pretty psycho though, man. Like, you kind of got to be here and understand the wave to know how nuts that is. It's just straight up sharp past the channel, just straight up onto the sharp rocks. There's no exit, so. I mean, he got out of that pretty easy for how nuts that was.
Well, I mean, I certainly want you to know that, in my opinion, if you get, in the semis or finals and you have a really critical section like that, that's breaking over shallow waves, I think you need to hit it. I mean, especially after you let Lachlan Cramsey punk you on the big bommy. When we were in Australia, I mean, after letting him do that and getting that photo, and you're kind of looking sort of soft. I think you need to come back and show the fans what's up and what Jake Stone's all about.
Maybe.
Okay, so right now we're going to throw it to Alex Aronga. He's got a little GoPro spot check. He's going to show you what El Gringo is all about.
Here in Arica, I enjoy a lot because the wave is one of the best in the world. You have a lot of things to do here. It's a small city. This is amazing wave. It's really long, really heavy, and when the swell hit it from different sides, you can get a bit longer wave or a smaller but better ball. Sometimes you didn't know if it's going to open really clean, and you drop it and didn't stop for anything and go inside and just trashing you, and that you are going to make it and go fast, and then when you go out you feel like, oh, that's a good barrel. This is Arica's barrel. This is one of the biggest comp of all the event, and I know that everyone is really hungry to win there. You have to trashing yourself all the time, trashing the wave, not be scared of the rocks, and go hard.
We have a rider. Wow, Amaury Laverne. We didn't show you the beginning of the wave. We're going to show you a replay of Amaury with a huge cover-up on a gigantic left and really going to improve upon his score. He already had a 6.83, and he is definitely going to jump into the lead. Watch this wave, Jake.
Wow. Oh, that was a sick one.
Just driving. It's a solid 8-foot wave.
Oh, that
Just
was a sick one.
trimming right up, pulling up under the lip, and driving through that barrel, coming out clean. With the spit. That's close to as good as it gets here.
Yeah, that was rare this morning. There wasn't too many of them coming through that you could just come out the front. So,
man, I can't wait to see that score for Amaury. We know it's going to be big. He's going to jump into the lead. Magno Pasos and Renato Arellano, the Chilean, are definitely going to have their work cut out for him. And there it is, a 7.95 for Amaury. As we see, look at this, Renato. He is a Chilean. What's he going to do? Is he going to show us how to ride at his home break, getting covered up?
Oh, that's
driving
nice.
through the barrel. Can he come out? Can he make it?
I don't think so.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, spewing.
Oh, I thought he was going to make it there for a second. I thought he was going to straighten out or turn just down the wave a little bit, come out under the lip.
Yeah.
Maybe a mistake because he's not quite as experienced, or it's hard for me to judge. I'm not in the water. I can't tell him what he should or shouldn't have done. But that was just my kind of guessing. Maybe he could have straightened out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. But yeah, sometimes the wave can just do it completely for you here.
Let's take a look at the replay, and we have the luxury of saying what we think should have been done. Driving through that barrel, he got in there. And it looks great. At this point, you're like, wow, he's going to make it. And I thought he would have straightened out right there.
Yeah.
Right back there, he could have straightened out. And the wave just sort of crumbles a little bit, and the lip flops over, and it just ends his barrel, which it was a great barrel until that point. He's going to get a 4.75 for Renato, which is actually not a bad score.
Yeah, it's not too bad for that. Didn't make it.
So, barrel.
Yeah. Nice Renato.
Okay, so we got some scores. Amaury Laverne in first, 14.78. Magno Pasos, 11.01 in second. Renato Arellano, 6.38 in third place. And Dave Winchester is with Yo-Yo, our man on the beach, and he's going to talk to him and tell us about that heat win.
Here we are with the two-times champion of Arica Chilean Challenger, Winnie. Tell me, Winnie, what's going on in the water?
Yeah, that swell's picked up a lot, and we a couple of heats before were sort of all over the place, but in our heat it just seemed to really clean up, and there's actually a couple of nice waves to catch.
You are not a bit afraid of this condition? How do you feel about it?
You're always kind of a little bit standoffish at the start, but once you sort of get comfortable and see where to sit in the lineup, yeah, you just want those big barrels or big bowls, so you just want to go for it.
There's any plan for you for the next heats or an strategy that you will do on the next round?
I kind of felt like I did it then. I saw there weren't too many good lefts in the heat before, so I was going to stick to the rights. But yeah, you just got to watch the conditions, and yeah, if there's good lefts to go, you have to go.
Right. One more question. I thought like that you draw something here on your board. What's about this? So just explain me a little bit.
Yeah, my 5-year-old daughter Coco drew it. It's me in the barrel and me doing a big floater there. So just a bit of good luck, you know. Bring the girls with me.
Well, Winnie, congratulations, and well, I hope to see you here again, no?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I'm back to you guys. See ya.
Dave Winchester, and thank you so much. Yo-Yo is the man and the myth here in Chile. He's been taking care of everyone here at IBA, and I think he's coming to Antofagasta with us, which would be absolutely amazing to have him down there. And Jake, we have a little bit of a break right here. Well, I see a wave coming out the back. I do want to ask you something. Here we have Red, Amaury Laverne, who got that amazing barrel earlier.
Oh, bouncing.
Big wave, skipping down and just cuts out. Loses his priority on that wave as well, which is he's not going to be very happy about that. But he is still in the lead. Magno Passos needs a 7.16 to take over the lead from him, and Hanato needs a 6.27 to move on into advancing position. And Jake, what I did want to ask you was, I want to ask you about, obviously you have your stone flip, or someone called it the Rolling Stone today. I thought that was a good name for it. Have you heard that yet?
Yeah.
And we had your big 720 the other day.
Yep.
At the South Coast Crusade, and I want to ask you, do you have any sort of a background in any other sports as far as being a gymnast or any kind of gymnastics? And the second part of that question is, do you think that bodyboarding is going to go the way of, like, say, freestyle skiing and snowboarding, where people who have acrobatic backgrounds are really going to be the forerunners of the sport because the level of tricks is getting so high?
Okay. Yeah, well, the first question, as far as a background goes, not really. I used to race motocross and skate, and I spent a lot of time on the trampoline, but I never was a gymnast per se. But just muck around on the trampoline with my board a lot when I was younger, and I guess that helps a little bit. But a lot of it is ocean knowledge. So that brings us to the next question. I do think that people who have a good gymnast background will be able to do a lot more than someone who doesn't, but they still need to be spending the time in the ocean so they can understand the waves and get the right speed line to be able to get high enough to do that move.
Yeah.
So I think, that's where bodyboarding's going, man, because you can't,
Do you ever watch, Winter X Games or, Olympic skiing?
Yeah, for sure. I love all that
and
stuff.
when they're doing, this, even skiing now in the vert
nuts.
half pipe and snowboard, the vert half pipe, these guys are doing, double corkscrews and they're doing, 900s consistently. And, it's turning into gymnastics.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You're right.
And when I see, and it's a compliment, really. When I see some of the maneuvers that you're doing that other riders aren't doing, especially in contests, it makes me wonder, I wonder if Jake has some sort of a gymnastic background. But, you say you don't, but I certainly would think that, as when you're younger, practicing on a trampoline consistently with a bodyboard, it had to have helped. Yeah,
for sure. Well, one of my good mentors, Michael Eppelston, he did the first double roll in a competition, and that's back in 93. So, I don't know, he's kind of drilled it into my head, you got to go that next level, especially in competitions, because everyone can do the backflips now, and it's kind of limited in that area. So I really want to try over the next couple of years and just be able to perfect a couple of new moves and win heats, man. That's what we're here for. Don't pay all this money and come all this way, It's a big way.
You want to win heats, but you want to be remembered for for your style and your
for sure.
and your progression.
But the style side of things, that's not going to get you through a heat. Having a good style, it's gonna, on video. That's when I go home and I want to look good on a bodyboard or whatever. That's what I focus on. But when I'm at a comp, I want to make a heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So style kind of gets chucked out the window.
It's almost like two different sports, huh?
It is, man. Yeah, for sure. We all know it for sure.
And tell me this, Jake. What are some of the maneuvers that, while we have a break in the action and I'm able to pick your brain, what are some of the tricks that you see in the next year, 2, 3 years that you're going to be looking for as far as progressing the sport? What are the things you think about at night when you lay in bed, other than me?
Yeah. Oh no, like that double roll spin that I've been doing, I've just been kind of thinking about that a lot lately and I wouldn't mind trying to like just perfect it a bit more and, you know, add more style. Here goes Yellow, having a little paddle for the wave.
Magno Passos,
Oh,
the
this one looks
Brazilian.
all right.
We know he's willing to do anything on these waves to advance. Big roll right there on the right. Nice and crisp. Back on the shoulder.
It's going to have
he might
a
even get
second
another
section
section. Look at this. Go ahead, take it away, Jake.
Oh, here we go. I think he's going to get another section here. Nice roll. That'll
Very
be a decent
clean.
score, yeah.
I mean, not the most radical
Yeah.
rolls, but clean,
Just to
perfect
get through,
positioning.
yeah, for sure.
It's going to be a decent score, I'd have to say.
Yeah, here goes Renato. Little roll. That wave did absolutely
So
nothing.
Magno had a 3.38 to throw away, and he's definitely going to get rid of that score. He's
Yeah.
going to move up. He needed a 7.16 to take the lead, which I don't know if he's going to do, but he is definitely going to put some more space between himself and Renato Arellano, the Chilean.
Yeah, definitely.
So you said the stone flip or the rolling stone?
Yeah. Oh, this
Amaury
one's
Laverne,
massive.
look at this. Look at this. What's going to happen? Bottom turning around that huge
Oh.
ball section. He's going to throw
Oh,
it.
get out of there.
Oh.
Oh, that wave did not work for him. Yeah, so I was saying that yeah, the double roll spin, I'd like to perfect that, and you know, even double rolls can come in handy, I reckon, in comps. But yeah, I just want to start doing them both ways and progressing that way. So here goes Magno, his last wave.
And like we said, I mean, nice clean roll, perfect positioning. Lands out on the shoulder, trims a little bit, finds some more speed in the bowl, and just clicks another roll. I mean, just textbook nice maneuvers. Like I said, they weren't super radical or you know, on the edge of control, but very controlled, very smooth, and it should be a decent score for him.
Yep. No, I think he'll. Yeah, that'll be good. I don't think it'll be the 717, but it might be. Oh, and here goes Renato's wave. We didn't see that. Nice little roll out the back. And then this wave just going all foamy on him there, not really being able to punch out anything else.
Kind of a smaller
actually, no, he
version
did
of
make that.
Magno's wave.
Yeah, it was Yeah, Amaury definitely looks like he's taken this heat so far. He's just looking really solid and getting all the big waves.
Well,
Got the two, you know, he's got a really
we saw
good
11
score.
minutes ago, and I'm telling you what, Magno is going to get a 6 of some kind on
true.
the last wave, so his score is going to be pretty close
Yeah,
to
pretty
Amaury's.
close. Yeah.
Now, Jake, are some of the other maneuvers, I know you talked about the trick that you've already done, you've been thinking about that one as far as perfecting it. Are you thinking about the reverse air 720s more, or what about double backflips or backflip variations?
Yeah, I think a double backflip's possible. I'd like to have a go at that. I just need to have some solid free surf time. And then also, the 720, just got to get that right like projection and right angle off when you spin. You kind of got to go as flat as you can and keep your legs crossed. And then you need a big proper section, but I think that should be where the sport's going. Bigger airs and more rotations and more flips, just getting more radical.
I'll tell you what, Jake, you probably don't know this, but you know, I grew up riding BMX, and I was a professional BMX rider for quite a while, and I was one of the first people learning and practicing double backflips with Corey Anastasio and Stephen Murray a long time ago. And the second flip is exponentially, it takes exponentially more effort and energy than the first. I mean, if I had to tell you, if I could put it on a number, I mean, if you put 5 pounds per square inch of pressure to throw a backflip the first time, it wouldn't just be, well, now you have to do 10 to do 2. The second one takes 3 times more effort than the first.
For sure.
And also the other part is if you're gonna do a double backflip, you have to do it so fast that it's actually difficult to keep your awareness of your body and where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that from BMX, and I don't know how that transfers over to do it in a way, but it's going to be significantly harder than just the first flip. It's not just, well, I'm still in the air, so I have enough time. And you really have to do it. I think it's going to be a difficult one. I think the 720s and the stone flip are things that are much easier, more attained. Check out Amaury Laverne. This is a beast.
Big, man. Oh, he's not going to roll.
Nice. Oh!
Amaury just getting eaten. Just getting absolutely eaten. That was crazy.
That was no bueno.
Yeah, I think he looks a bit rattled after that, actually. That was a big set. It was all of 10 foot.
Yeah, solid 10-foot wave.
Yeah. Oh, here we
Look at
go.
this set. Amaury Laverne, our champion from the South Coast Crusade, dropping in. That's a legit
Yeah.
shoulder right there. Bottom
Yeah.
turning through the bowl section.
It's like, oh
Wants
yeah,
to
I'll
throw a
chuck a spin.
360. Catches his
Yeah, the board.
pearls
just,
right there.
Oh no. That
Dig
is-
in the nose.
that
and
is
just
not where you
in
wanna
the
be.
barrel, getting
You're
shut
kidding.
down.
Ah, yeah. That did not look good. But yeah, he's going for it. He's having a dig.
Jake, I want to know what you think about Pierre's like one-handed or no-handed backflips.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of each to their own, but yeah, I haven't really seen too many of them yet, so I can't really comment on it too much. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be trying them myself. But
Well,
that's
I mean,
just me.
it's almost like he's taking a page out of freestyle motocross or
Yeah.
or BMX. Taking the hands off or feet off.
Yeah, for sure.
Which,
Shit.
I mean, a style is up to each individual. But
Yeah, definitely.
To me, I don't think it doesn't quite transfer over
Yeah, for
from
sure.
that sport to this sport.
Yeah, well, I know, man, a lot of people have probably seen that clip where it's got like motorbikes doing double backflips and then Pierre doing like trying backflips without his hands and that. But
I think it's cool
Well-
that Pierre though is at least thinking progressively.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
He wants to do something different.
Yeah,
Whether it ends up making sense.
Yeah.
That's another story. But at
Yeah.
least he's out there. And he's not only is
Yeah.
he willing to do it, but he's capable of doing something different.
Yeah.
Whether it ends up being that cool or not,
Exactly.
he's still doing it.
Yeah, well, taking nothing away from him, he's still, he's at the forefront of the sport. He's got the best backflip in the game, left and right. So he's just gone, he's looking at other things to do now, and like, that's what I mean. It's cool. It is what it is. But yeah, just like for style wise, I don't think it looks. Yeah, for me, it doesn't look that good.
Okay, so look at the scores: 14.78 for Amaury Laverne, Magno Passos with a 14.58. I told you it was going to be real close
Yeah.
here. At 10.38 for Renato Arellano, the Chilean. He needs a big score at 8.9 to move up. So it is close between Magno Passos and Amaury. Magno only needs a 7.16 to shut Amaury down, even though Amaury really is, seem to have an impressive heat. Magno's hanging with him.
Yeah, it's really, really close. Eh? He's like surprised actually. You got a 6.95 on those two rolls, which is pretty good. There's Yo-Yo. I think he's getting his back bun done.
Oh, he's in hair and makeup before the next interview.
Yeah. Yeah, he's such a legend, that dude.
6 minutes remaining here in the
Yeah.
second heat of round number 3. I don't know how many heats we're going to try to get through today, because after this, we're just going to have quarters, semis, and finals, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, they might get 4 done, they might get the 8 done. So, but yeah.
So, I mean, if we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and only the quarters, semis, and finals, we'll be in a good spot, don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yep. Definitely. Well, it's big out there, and it's hard to read them, and there's a lot of good insiders coming through, but you can't get in there unless you're willing to cop the other sets on the head, and then you just get washed up the rocks. So it's tough conditions. So I mean, it's easy to watch on the TV, but like actually looking out there, looks pretty intense. Like even on here, like as you were saying earlier, there's big waves, but it doesn't look massive on TV. But like when you're out there, it's huge today.
Look at the big left way out there. It's called Boys, I believe.
Yeah, El Boy.
Oh boy.
El Bui. Yeah, that's kind of an indicator when sets are coming. Usually I usually look out there and there's massive sets, and then they come in El Gringo not too far after.
Under 5 minutes to go. And once again, our beach announcer letting the riders know the situation, which I already filled you in on. Amaury Laverne again in first, Magno Passos in second, Renato Arellano in third. The Chilean is down right now, but he's not out. He has 4.5 minutes to get an 8.9. We know he's capable of it. He did so good in the trials as well, and time is counting down. He has time to perform or time to go home.
Yeah, Renato needs to get a big score here, and he's an 8.95. So that's going to be probably a set wave, and then a big air maneuver, or it's a big barrel, deep barrel. So he knows what he needs to do, so he's just going to wait, and hopefully it comes. Renato, the local Chilean.
Once again, we want to remind you that this event is, of course, brought to you by the Municipalidad de Arica. That's a mouthful, isn't it? If you're not Latin. Municipalidad, as well as Tomate Surf Shop. We want to thank Mike Stewart and Science Bodyboards for supporting his own sport. Movie Star, as well as Lawn Airlines. Thank you guys all so much for helping to make this awesome event possible. The 10th year we've had Arica on the bodyboarding tour. This event's been going insane for 10 years, and this year is certainly hasn't fallen short with these waves that the Pacific Ocean is delivering.
Nah, definitely not. It's massive. Yeah, I think the rest of the charts look pretty damn good. So I think we're going to actually get some really nice waves towards the end of these this comp.
Well, actually,
oh, look at Yo-Yo.
Actually, tomorrow's going to be bigger.
What's going on over here? All the women.
What's going on? Look at this, Amari Laverne with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. He's in the lead. Is he going to extend that lead? Barrel coming out for sure. Nice 360 that time. He didn't pearl there, did he?
Nah.
And Izzy.
I don't know if it's going to better a 6.83 though.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I mean, it's just practice for the next heat at this point.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like he's been getting some good lefts this heat, which, yeah, the heat before there wasn't too many. I mean, Winnie got one at the start, but yeah, it's pretty rare. But this heat, there's been a couple of really nice lefts. Two minutes.
2 minutes to go, and our leader is the last one to get a wave. So that's not going to change any of the positioning as far as first, second, third. Renato Arellano, time is counting down. He has 1 minute and 50 seconds to pull off something big. He needs a big score to move on into advanced position and make it to the next round. And Jake, tell us, sometimes our format changes, but is the next heat going to be man-on-man, or is it going to be four-man heats,
I honestly couldn't tell you. Yeah, I think it's going to be four-man heats and then two-man advance and then two split up. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know the format.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about this tour is we can change it, for whatever we need. If today's the only day we're going to have waves, we make it four-man heats all the way through. We can even cut out of the second round if we want to.
For sure.
Alex Leon is able to adjust the format. Look at that's a big solid set right there. Alex Leon is able to adjust the format to fit the needs of the contest, and there are some solid waves coming through.
Yeah. Some big sets coming through. Wonder if anyone's going to get a wave. They've got 36 seconds remaining. Yeah,
and Renato Arellano, the rider in blue, who is from Chile, must just have a sickening feeling in his stomach. I mean, not able to do much. He's just watching it all go away right now.
For sure. I mean, he could have a dig at this last one. Actually, he's gonna. Ugh.
No.
Just not getting there.
Amore figures you might as well just catch a wave in.
Yeah, couldn't get on it. That was a good heat. Amore Laverne advancing through, as well as Magno Passos with some nice scores there.
Do one more.
Yeah. All right. So in this next heat, we've got